D2. This is fine. So I'll go to E. This one is here. Okay. Here. Queen E2.
Queen, why only queen E2? Why not queen D2 or why not castling?
Castling, I'm not hurrying, like as we discussed now. I want to just check out like what the opponent is thinking. So first I want to move my queen, then go for castling.
Okay,
And
so
E2, the reason for E2 is
okay, before
yes,
yes, before we come to E2 and D2, what is the problem if you go for the castle straight up? What black can do?
okay, if I go for castling now, no? Like nothing much. He can move his knight. That knight is well defended. I can have that h2. It can't come here. Can't come here. Yeah. So just go for castling according to you.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm asking you. You said castling right now is not a good option. So I want to know what is your reasons.
See, he will just move that knight somewhere. Come with the queen. Queen to G5. He can
Okay.
move that F6 knight.
Okay,
Like
now
anywhere.
tell me. Yeah, now tell me. Whenever you are attacking on the king side, and generally like in the opposite side castling, how generally do you start your attack?
With the pawns.
So he will not move his knight. What he will do is whenever you castle, he will start pushing these pawns.
Pushing the pawns. Yes.
And what he will do is now he will keep pushing these pawns because you have already castled. You cannot go back. Now he will play something queen somewhere. He will go for castling. This rook is already on h5. This rook will come. So that is why castling right now on the king side can be a bit dangerous.
Indeed.
Now, if you castle, the idea which you are talking, he will move his knight and then he will bring his queen. This is also few players can do, but this may be slow. Why slow? Because this rook will be not able to help in the attack because of he will be blocked by his own 2 pawns.
Own pieces. Okay.
Before moving this knight, what he will do is he will push this pawn so that whenever these pawn get exchanged, he will not have this, he will not only have this knight, this queen, he will also have this rook to attack.
Yes.
So that is why castling right away can be a bit dangerous. Now the question comes, why E2 and why not D2?
The same reason, like supposing he castles on the king's side. Black plans to castle on the king's side. Then I can move my queen, my rook.
And suppose if black doesn't castle on the king side?
This pawn I have to move. I how to move? Like from where the queen can move. First I have to make way for my, let's move this knight somewhere, then go this way. Yeah, both are equally good. D2. See, and one more thing, if that knight is, of course, now nobody is attacking. Like if that knight is being attacked, then G2 pawn I don't want to move.
No, wait. I could not understand. Can you explain again?
First of all, nobody's attacking that knight on f3.
Okay.
So what I am telling is, if my idea about queen going to d2, or I mean e2 is, um, now that knight is defended by g2 pawn.
Okay.
I don't want to move my g2. So the queen can straight away come into the game like
But don't
any
you
other.
think that's like too long
Too long.
idea?
Yeah. And supposing d2, again d2, that knight moves there. Okay, then I can go from this side. Okay, this is also okay. So present situation, d2 is better. Huh?
No, I will share my own understanding. I'm asking you.
Mm. Why e2 was this reason? Now if I am thinking about d2, I feel d2 is a much better, and because I can just move my knight somewhere and make way for the queen.
Which knight? C3 knight or F3
Yeah,
knight?
c3 knight.
But
I don't want to move that if I'm planning to castle on this side. See, first thing is I should decide where I am castling. If I'm castling on the queen side, I don't want to move my knight on c3. So
you cannot decide your castling right now. You are just waiting.
waiting, yeah.
You have not
So
decided.
in that case, e2 is a better option available.
Okay, so my understanding in this, I will study more. But in this is both moves are good. There is no problem in any of them. But suppose if I am playing, I will choose like based on my current understanding, I will choose queen d2. Now my reason for queen d2 is, for example, if you play queen e2, there is no immediate problem, there is no immediate threat, no problem in queen e2. But in the future, this knight, which is on c6 right now, this can jump on d4, and it will come with a fork on the queen. Right now, this square is controlled by your own pawn.
Even that knight also, no?
No, if that knight jump, it will not attacking your queen.
No, f3. If the black knight comes to d4, I've
No,
got.
yeah. So the main thing is, I'm imagining a scenario where my queen is on e2. This knight I have moved somewhere. This pawn is not there. Then there is no one to control this square.
Okay, so better
Then
to come to d2.
then he can jump, and then my queen will be under attack. I may have to again, and from there he will be also threatening this pawn.
Yes.
So this is not the only reason. This is first point, and this is not an immediate reason, just a long-term purpose. And the second thing is, because of these two pawns, I am thinking to go for pawn break in the center in the future.
Okay.
I want to play d4. Why I want to play d4 is because this d4 square is controlled by this pawn, this knight. I want my queen on d2 also. So that, for example, if I straight away go for d4, this pawn capture, I capture. I have two central pawns. My knight is defending this. This knight cannot capture. So this is also good. Second, why I want my queen on d2 is, after queen d2, suppose if I decided to castle on the queen side, this rook will come and jump on d1.
Yes.
I will have automatical queen and rook battery on d5.
Yes.
Because because when I push these pawns, this D file is going to get open.
Yes.
So I will have already very strong control over D file. My queen is there. My rook will be there. This other rook, he will take control of F file.
Yes. And without moving anything, like you got your rook on D1, no? Like in one
Yes.
step you got. Okay.
And suppose if my queen is on E2 and then my rook came on D1, then I again may have to move my queen on D2 to have this rook and queen bet.
One more step. Okay.
Yes. So both moves are fine. Queen D2 is just my personal preference. You can play both of them.
No, the advantages, whatever is advantages, I should always think on those lines.
Okay, now for example, now also there are so many things black can just copy you, but let's see if black goes for the castle.
Okay.
What will you do?
Castling on this side. Where should I castle? Castle on the queen side. And then move this one here, center. Then here. Okay. A castle on the queen side.
Why?
And then I move my pawns from GH. And the opponent will say, oh, thank you. He will also start attack from here. Because I feel this side is my queen side is well defended.
Okay,
so I can
so
make use of that rook from F, no? And
okay,
the
let's
pawn
see.
move from G and H.
Yes, let's
I
see.
feel, yeah, tell
So
me.
yeah, so let's see. So you are saying your queen side is well defended, right?
Yeah.
So let's go for queen side
This
castling.
position, I feel.
Yes, yes. So we will see how it goes. So now your opponent plays a6. What is your plan?
G. Take the carry and then that. No, my pawns. This here. D4.
D4. Why D4?
Next, I want to bring my, of course, there. Then I bring my queen up and then to 4.
No, you cannot use the term up. You have to tell me the square name or
D4.
diagonal.
Yeah, yes, pawn moves to D4, queen to D3, next to C4. I want to break open that.
Okay, so your idea is you want to go like this and attack from this side.
This side. One is that. The second idea, like if I want to, like the pawn from G2 goes to G4. This is second thought. Yeah.
So you have two plans.
Yes.
Any other possible plans in this position?
This one. So once this pawn goes, then my other rook. Then again I'm not planning to move my rook from H now for the present because I want to break that H6 pawn. Then again G4 to G5. Okay. So why he will not capture? So I will capture. Then I go and give there. Okay. So my rook can attack from H5 and my queen can go from this side. That is two things. Third idea.
No, that is the thing you have just said. These are sub plans in the second idea, which include the D4 move first.
Hmm.
So in this position, you have two ideas. First idea is you want to go for this pawn break in the center. Second idea is you want to go for G4.
Yeah.
Which one you will choose and why?
First that pawn moves I'll make. Later on I'll move this D3 afterwards. First go for G4. But the king can nicely hop around from F7, then E7.
Okay, so tell me one thing. When there is a opposite side castling, generally how to initiate the attack?
With the pawns.
And so in this position, there is no need to go for D4.
Okay.
It
Be
is
very clear
as
about this.
Yes,
Okay.
it is as simple as that. In opposite side castling, first and foremost, you have to start attack immediately.
Okay.
You cannot wait because if you wait, your opponent is going to attack.
Okay.
So
Same thing
right
applies
now,
to the opponent. Okay.
yes, he also cannot wait for these kind of moves. He will go straight away.
Yeah.
Now, first and foremost, you have to play G4.
Okay.
And now the idea is you want to go to G5. And before going to G5, because if you straight away go to G5, what he can do is he cannot capture. So you can straight away go to G5 also because you have your knight. You can bring this rook to either F file or either to G file. It depends on situation. Your queen nicely can swing in just one move.
Okay.
So like for example, now your opponent also start feeling the hit. He plays B5. What will you do? And this is the like we are still like one. This game may take even 2-3 classes, so no need to worry that we have to finish everything. So we'll just keep working on this because we have castle on the queen side, right after the black castle.
Yes. Yes.
So at that point of time, you could have do the short side castles.
Mm.
So that also we will see. I will save this particular game. So now after this G4, he played B5. How will you continue?
G5.
G5. Okay. Okay. He plays B4.
I don't want to put my knight to the corner, but what to do? For A4, then this pawn comes. Okay, knight. I don't have any other place to go. Knight A4. See, now my knight is, the pawn is attacking my knight on C3, where it cannot
Yes.
go there, it cannot go to D5, it cannot, I don't want to block my queen. Then I don't want to come to B1. So yeah, that's the reason. So, and king too, I want a place for the king also in case it needs to move. So A4, A4, no choice, A4.
Okay, so in this you have three options, right?
Yeah.
Let's discuss all of them one by one. So first, knight E2. I understood your point. You don't want to block your queen, right? So it is totally reasonable. What is the problem in knight B1?
Knight B1. Like it's on the last rank, no? So I don't, it's not getting a freedom to move around. Or now, of course, nobody is attacking the king. But supposing the king had to move somewhere, it won't have any place, not a single square.
But you can create the place maybe by moving your rook to G file or F file, or maybe moving your queen to F2 or G.
Okay, in that case, B1 is better than A4, right?
Why?
Mm,
Why not knight A4?
A4. A4, the mobility of that knight is restricted. Hardly one or two. One, two. I don't want to go to that A. Now B1, that pawn will come here and then it will, you have to capture with this, it comes here. Okay. A4. Okay. That rook cannot capture because it's blocked by its own pawn.
Yes, of course.
Can come to B also. It can come to B8. That knight on B1. See, if my knight goes to A4, then it's just like it is a passive square, like it just goes and sleeps there. It can't come to C5, it can't come back here. And of course,
Why
nobody can.
B1 is not a passive square?
B1 again, that is protecting the king, maybe.
Yes. So in this position, knight B1 is a good move.
Okay.
And the reason is because there is an opposite side castling, right?
Mm.
And the plan are very clear cut. White is going to attack on the king side. Black is going to attack on the queen side.
Yes.
So when you are attacking on the king side, you cannot totally ignore your king safety.
We cannot.
We cannot ignore our king safety just because you are attacking.
Yes.
So, and like in the previous classes, if you remember, we have discussed knight is also a very good defender.
Yeah.
So, in opposite side castling, you know that he is going to push this pawn and break open your queen side, right?
Yes.
So it is always good to keep your knight nearby your king. It will help in the defense. Your this knight, your this rook, this queen, they are enough for the attack. You need at least one piece nearby your king for his protection.
Mhm. Okay.
So the job of this knight is only for the protection of king. That's all.
That's all. Okay.
This knight will help you during the attack. This knight will help during the defense. This rook will help you during the attack. And suppose if there is an attack on c2, then this rook or any of the rook, they can come to second rank. They will also help defense of second rank.
Yes.
So whenever these kind of pawn storm is taking place, always keep one knight nearby your king. It will give you good results.
Okay.
Now, if we see, for example, if we play knight a4, this also seems a good move, but the problem is this knight does not have a future.
Yeah.
This knight cannot go anywhere.
Yes.
And second, this knight is undefended on a4.
Yes.
So undefended knight on a4 is bit worse than defended knight on b1, who will have many chances to enter into the game. In the end game, first he will defend. Second, he will also enter into the game by either d2 or by either c3 when this pawn is pushed forward.
Yes.
So in this position, I would say knight b1 is a good move.
B1. Okay.
And by playing knight even, what you are doing is you are keeping this threat alive. You are attacking his knight also.
Yes.
So whenever there is an
I should
opposite,
not hurry to capture that knight. Okay.
so the main thing is in this point you can also capture the knight.
Yes.
But the thing is he will capture your knight and your queen is under attack. Now you capture with your queen. Now this rook will capture this.
Yeah.
The thing is black is getting open b5.
Yes.
And now these two pawns are strong and you cannot break them. Second, this rook is going to help in the defense. Even if you go to rook g1, it is very difficult to continue your attack.
Yeah.
So this position is also fine, but this queen does not have a future on this diagonal.
Yeah. And that knight also now undefended, no? My knight on f3.
Yeah, this knight also you need to be think something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So now after this, you always keep one knight nearby your king.
King. Okay.
Now it is black to move. What black can do? Okay, he also keeps his one knight. He goes to knight f7.
Somebody at the door. 1 second.
Yeah.
अच्छा कपड़ा इनका हाँ मेरा ही है कितना 100 रुपये 2 मिनट Keep going. Just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Mhm. Okay. ये आना पड़ेगा मेरे पास में। कौन सा नोट है देखना पड़ता है 10 है 100 है 200 है 10 जैसा दिखता है इसमें गड़बड़ हो गई 10 जैसा हुआ देखा तो फिर 200 का निकला मोदी साहब का कमाल ठीक है बाद में दे देते हैं अभी 1-2 साड़ी और देनी है तो करा देते हैं ठीक है Yes, sorry for the interruption.
No.
Now it is back to move.
You tell me, what did the black play?
That knight to h7.
Yes. Now white turn.
Now it is white.
So what we will do is, this game we will stop right here. This is the position. I will save. Just give me 1 minute. I will save this game.
Already typed something.
No, we will. We have to solve few tactics.
Yes.
Okay, so what I will do is,
You can name all these games, no tournament one or some game number one, something like that.
this is just E4, E5 we are preparing.
Okay.
Okay, so what I will do is, I will share the picture of this particular position. White, black just played knight h7. You have to think how I should continue. Just let me share this picture and then we'll work on the tactics.
Yes.
And then we'll discuss how you can keep training on your own.
It's some 15 minutes plus 3 minutes. What was that?
What?
You sent me the details, no? So in that it is written 15 minutes plus 3 minutes, 3 seconds, something. 1 second. Read it out.
No, I'm yet to share. I did not share any details.
You
Or
sent
the
me.
previous you are